Dear students, Namaste. You are reading chapter Electrolysis. In electrolysis, you have to study what is electrolysis. You have read there are two types of electrochemical cell. One is called voltaic cell and other is called electrolytic cell. Now you have to study about electrolytic cell. What is electrolytic cell? It is the cell in which electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. Now, what is electrolysis? It is the phenomenon in which current is passed through aqueous solution of an electrolyte. As a result, cations and anions are deposited at cathode and anode respectively. For example, if current is passed through aqueous solution of copper sulfate, then copper ion is deposited at cathode and sulfate ion is deposited at anode as shown in the figure previously. Again you can see here, means there is electrolytic cell. It consists aqueous solution of copper sulfate. It consists two electrodes. One is cathode and other is anode. Then copper sulfate is deposited at cathode and sulfate ion comes at anode, and then what happens here? Copper ion is deposited at cathode and sulfate ion is deposited at anode. Following reactions take place inside the solution. At first, copper sulfate is dissolved in water. So what happens? It gets ionized as copper ion and sulfate ion. Then at cathode, copper ion gains 2 electrons and deposited at cathode. At anode, sulfate ion loses 2 electrons and converts into sulfur dioxide gas and oxygen gas. Thus, at anode, two gases evolve. One is sulfur dioxide and other is oxygen gas. But at cathode, copper is deposited. Thus, copper is deposited at cathode while sulfate ion is deposited at anode. But this sulfate ion converts into SO2 gas and O2 gas. Next, you have to remember that always any one electrolyte may be used. Means an electrolyte may be a salt, an acid or a base. That you have read. Acid, base and salts are dissolve in water, then it converts into ions, cations and anions. Some are strong electrolyte and some are weak electrolyte. So they dissolve and converts into ions. If current is passed, then that moves towards cathode and anode. Now, Faraday law of electrolysis. Faraday studied what is the effect of current on electrolyte. So Faraday established a quantitative relationship in between the amount of charge that is indicated by Q and the mass of an electrolyte deposited at cathode. So it is called Faraday law. He gave two laws regarding the electrolysis, in which there is first law of Faraday. What is the first law of Faraday? The amount of a metal deposited at cathode during the electrolysis is directly proportional to the amount of charge passed through that solution, and only aqueous solution is used because ionization takes place easily in aqueous solution. Not non-aqueous solution is used in this law. Let the amount of a metal deposited at cathode is small m when the amount of charge passed is Q. Means if Q charge or Q coulomb charge is passed through the electrolytic solution, then how much amount of metal is deposited? That is M. So according to this law, what happens? M will be directly proportional to Q. M is small, M is directly proportional to Q, or M is equal to ZQ, where Z is proportional constant and called electrochemical equivalent. Means Z is written here because it has a special name, that is electrochemical equivalent. Now, what is electrochemical equivalent? It can be defined by this equation. Suppose we can write M is equal to ZQ as also M is equal to ZIT as Q is equal to IT. Let I is equal to 1 ampere and T is equal to 1 second. Then from equation 2 we get what we get? M is equal to Z into 1 into 1, or M is equal to here Q is written, you have to write here M, as equation is M is equal to ZIT. So M is equal to Z into 1 into 1, and hence M is equal to Z. M is equal to Z. It is the final equation. Thus, what is electrochemical equivalent? Z is equal to M. So, electrochemical equivalent is the mass of an element or metal deposited at cathode when 1 ampere current is passed through a solution up to 1 second. Or in other way we can say electrochemical equivalent is the mass of an element deposited at cathode when 1 coulomb charge is passed through the aqueous solution of an electrolyte. Suppose electrolyte is copper sulfate, then when current is passed in copper sulfate solution, then suppose if 1 coulomb charge is passed up to 1 second, then the amount of mass of copper deposited at cathode will be called electrochemical equivalent. For example, find the electrochemical equivalent of silver. Z means electrochemical equivalent. So how can you calculate the electrochemical equivalent? We know that you have read in equivalent weight, means in the first topic of solution. Equivalent weight you have read. If 96,500 coulomb charge produces always 1 gram equivalent of an element. Here element is silver and equivalent weight of silver is 108 gram, 108 gram. So if 96,500 coulomb charge is passed through silver nitrate solution, then amount of silver deposited at cathode will be 108 gram. Therefore 1 coulomb charge will produce 108 by 96,500 gram of silver. It is equal to 0.00111 gram. So the electrochemical equivalent of silver is 0.00111 gram. It is the value of electrochemical equivalent. So that is the value of electrochemical equivalent. ZAG means electrochemical equivalent of silver, that is equal to 0.00111. After that is 9 also, but remember up to 5 digit only, 0.00111, or after that 9 you can write. Next question is find the Z of Cu, means find the electrochemical equivalent of copper. How can you calculate it? At first you have to remember the equivalent weight of copper. As you know, equivalent weight of copper in copper sulfate is 31.75 gram, as it has 2 charge. So mass means 62.5 will be divided by 2. It is equal to 31.75 gram. So since 96,500 coulomb produces 31.7 gram of copper, and hence 1 coulomb of charge produces how much? 31.75 by 96,500 gram copper. It is equal to 0.00032 gram. So electrochemical equivalent of copper will be 0.00032 gram per coulomb. Means if 1 coulomb charge is produced, this amount of copper will be deposited. So it is clear. Electrochemical equivalent of all the elements will be fixed. Why it will be fixed? Because it is the mass deposited when 1 coulomb charge is passed through the solution. Otherwise, mass of that substance either will increase or decrease. It is also important to note that if 96,500 coulomb will be charged, then also the mass of a metal is fixed. That is equal to equivalent weight. Now, the next topic is second law of electrolysis given by Faraday. Means second law of Faraday. It will be discussed later on in the next class. Have a nice day. Thank you. Read the topics minutely.